to let my little baby outside. Okay? Only black men care about wigs and weaves, and if it's natural, that is a Blackistani obsession, okay? That is a Blackistani obsession. It's also a very feminine obsession, because from my experience, non-black women, they care about whether or not your hair is real.
Yeah, that's
Or not, because they kind of want to one-up you, and it kind of strokes their ego to think that you're mimicking them in some manner, right? But men, they don't.
That's very, very interesting. From my personal experience, I've never really had it where women of other races, males, sometimes I would get a couple Hispanic women, maybe, who had an issue, maybe, with my hair being longer and wanting it to be fake sometimes.
Care, okay? As long as it's not overboard and it looks obviously fake, they really don't give a fuck. A lot of the times they will encourage you to wear it to protect your hair if you teach them what a protective style is, right? And when it comes to your natural hair, they compliment it. Every single NBM I have met has loved my curly hair when I wear my hair curly.
Yeah, I have never really had all that many times where I had people who were like of the male sex who really paid attention to my hair like that. Like, I never really ever get those accusations that my hair isn't real. Only from black women. To be completely honest with you, it's usually black women. And the problem I always find with this is this. Now, I don't know how to really explain this, but you have black women who will try and call my real hair a wig. And then if I were to answer the question, because this is how I used to be. I used to be like, okay, I'll tell you when I'm wearing a wig. I'll tell you when I straighten my hair. I'll tell you when my hair is natural. I'll tell you when it's curly, when it's dyed, blah, 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 blah. You know, I don't care. I don't really care. My hair can grow, it can get long, it can get short. I don't really care. I look fine either way, kind of thing. But, the thing I really find very confusing with black people, black women especially, is this: how come they'll literally be wearing a wig on their head and then they'll be trying to call your natural hair a wig? Like, what are you doing? I really don't understand this. You're saying it's something to one up on someone, right? Well, what is it in black women's case? I know it's probably to take another woman down, and I've always felt like black women were always trying to put me down, like always in life. And this is a major reason why, for me, I've always been open and honest. Like, hey, I don't like black men. Please, please, lay off of that shit. Seriously. Because it's like, I don't really have really much of a thing where I particularly want to be in a position where I want to have some kind of competition or anything like that. I don't look at black women like that. I really don't, because the thing is, we have very, very different phenotypes, very different looks. Okay, if we have very different looks, why are you looking at me like I need to put you down and you need to put me down and this whole kind of thing? That's my issue. Like, you saying that non-black women ask you if you're wearing a wig or weave and all this stuff, right? Well, the main people I always experience talking about fake hair and all that stuff are dark-skinned black women, specifically. And they act like when you turn the question around on them that you're just wrong or something's wrong with you for doing that. And it's like, I think that the real thing in the situation is that they expect dark-skinned black women to have fake hair, and then they expect lighter women to have real hair that's long. And so they put the burden of having long hair that's natural onto lighter skinned black women. And because of this, you're not supposed to ask the same damn question that you were asked by the person who asks you it. Like, if someone asks you if your hair is natural and you say yes and you let them feel it, why can't I ask to feel your hair and ask if it's real? And if it's not, can I feel it still? Because, I mean, you felt my hair, you felt my head, you proved that it was my hair. I proved it was my hair. But why don't we prove that you're wearing a wig? Why don't we prove it? I mean, like, you ask the question, you say that is rude if I ask you the question, but you ask the question first. You first asked this question, you first started it, you instigated the shit. And then you get mad when somebody turns your own fucking question on you. That's my thing, you know? Now, I honestly think that it's not like I personally think that, I don't personally think that black women are out to get me or like they're bad or that they want to one up on me. But it's interesting that this lady is saying that this is what they are trying to do in these situations, you know. And from my perspective, it's just kind of like, maybe so, because I do get a lot more negativity from black women than any other race of women besides Hispanic women, because that's a different thing. Hispanic women are different. Like, in so many different ways, Hispanic women are different, and I don't really want to get into that. But generally, not the same as white women, Asian women, and so forth. I don't experience the same negativity I experience with black women. You know, I don't experience the same vitriol and hate and anger off of existing things of that nature. So that's just my personal experience. And you know, I've always said that a major thing with my whole situation is this. I personally have always tried to cut it down, basically. Cut it down by trying to say that I basically want to be as positive, nice, submissive, and friendly to dark-skinned black women and many black women in general, right? To get favor, right? And that has cut it down, but you still see that the first response is an anger, vitriol issue added to things like this that have happened in the past, where they ask a question like, is that your real hair? And I let them feel my hair and prove that it's my real hair. And then I ask, is that your real hair? And want to touch their hair. That we both know is a wig. But hey, if you are asking people if they have natural hair and you're wearing a wig, don't be shocked when somebody asks you if you have natural hair and if they can feel it too. So I'm just saying, and like I said, if they're nice, no one would have said it in the first place. if black women with wigs and weaves did not go around trying to ask other people if their hair was natural, then they wouldn't get the same question turned around back at them. That doesn't mean that other women who are trying to start something with black women wouldn't start something. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for the people who are minding their own business, I wouldn't just go out of my way to ask a black woman if she is wearing a wig. I wouldn't. I would just say, that's your natural hair or it's not your natural hair. I really don't care, kind of thing. But when you ask the question, it should be right. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You ask a question, if the question is asked of you and you have an issue, you may have not wanted to ask the question in the first place. So thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and have a great day. Bye.